Good morning, Mind Healers. Sharon here. Glad to see you here again today. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Australia, in Western Australia. Can you see how amazing this day is? Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to be talking about a statement that we hear a lot, and that is perfection in the eyes of the beholder, which is quite powerful because a lot of us aim for perfection. But what really, truly is perfection? And is it something that we make a choice about on our own, or is it other people? So what I thought I'd talk about today is that the definition of perfection in the dictionary, and I've got it here and I looked it up today, perfection is the state or quality of being or becoming perfect. So becoming perfect, the highest degree of proficiency, skill, or excellent, as in an art, a perfect embodiment of something, a quality, trait, or feature of the highest degree of excellence. The highest or most nearly perfect degree of a quality or trait. The act or fact of perfecting. So what does that tell us? Well, what really is that word perfect? Well, it's the act of trying for perfection, because there really is no such thing as perfection. Why do I say this? I say this simply for one reason, and that is the statement of this whole video, that perfection is in the eyes of the beholder. So it's in the perfection of you yourself. So why is that so important when we're looking at self, when we're looking at our own work? We're looking at what we're doing in our lives and the perfection that we're looking for. So what we need to do is be careful of a few things. So in other words, is perfection real? Because when we're in a workplace, for instance, we have to ask ourselves several different questions. So in a workplace, what, as a manager or as a person who's in a professional working scenario, may be perfect for you, may not be, or may be way too far perfect for somebody else who's providing you with that skill. So if they're doing their position to the best of their ability, which is perfection to them, but not to you, then that's where our perfection in the eyes of the beholder comes in. So it's very interesting. So we need to learn that people in their home, they say, oh, yeah, I left the house. I've just house sat for you. I've left the house perfect. So you're thinking to yourself, in your mind, what is perfect? Well, this is perfect for me. But you get home to your house after somebody's house sat and you said, gee whiz, their perfection is completely different to mine. I would have done this, I would have done that, and it's not quite as clean as I thought. So perfection really is a personal choice about what is good for you. And in the workplace, we need to also remember this when we're asking our staff to do something to the best of their ability, which means it's to the perfection of their ability in their eyes and what they think. And the same with other people. So what we have an expectation, and what I've learned is about perfection, is that what we expect of ourselves, we don't necessarily need to and have to expect from others. So we can sort of say to ourselves, well, you know what, I need to learn to be flexible about this and what perfection really is, because perfection and my expectations are totally different to other people. And I mean, we can really, really bag people about this sometimes, when we're going up and down and around and doing our day-to-day activities. I mean, we're all human beings, and that's the other thing that we really need to take into consideration, is that when we're talking with other people and they're in the workplace or they're at home or your family, friends, whoever it may be that you care about and you're working with, is that they could be having a really, really bad day and they just can't perfect what they need to do perfect for you today. Yes, it's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? So what we need to take is take that into consideration, that we're all human beings and we have things going on in our lives that can distract us and make us not be able to perfect on that particular day. And I'm sure you've had days when you do something, you go, wow, that came by really, really easy. And there's another day where it was super, super, super hard and you just could not seem to get anything to go right. And it's okay to do that. It really is, mind healers. It's okay, because we are, spiritual beings living a human experience in this world right now. And, the world's changing so quickly that to perfect everything all the time is very, very difficult. So please, we need to learn to be more flexible in our day-to-day activities about how we can be kind to others, including being kind to ourselves. If everything's not going perfectly well, then just think to yourself, okay, I'm going to take a 5-minute break, go for a walk, go off and have a cuppa, sit in the park, gain some energy and some focus and clarity, and then continue and see what comes to you. And I'm pretty sure that if you do take the time out to be able to do that, not only for your staff but for yourself, then you're going to find that you can have a much kinder experience, and that perfection is really something that's going to be able to come to the fore for you. So always remember, perfection is in the eyes of the beholder only and no one else. That we all have different expectations in life for all the things that we do in life, and that includes just about everything that we do every single day. Some people are super, super hard on themselves. I know I have been in the past. My expectations to be perfect and do everything right, be good, do everything, and there was so much pressure in my earlier life. And I'm so glad now that I've learned to be kind to myself, to understand that I'm a human being and I'm getting older, and that sometimes I just can't perfect everything. It's just absolutely impossible to be able to keep everything perfect, especially with 2 adult children living at home. That's for sure. But anyway, we love them dearly, but we need to also realize this with our children, that they're not perfect. They're not going to get an A every single time. We're putting massive pressure on them and on their mental and emotional selves. So please do be kind to yourself and kind to others. Remember that perfection, as I said, is in the eye of the beholder, and I do like that statement. I really do. And just do the best you can when you can, and that's all you can ask of yourself. Well, mind healers, that's my video for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and if you like this video, please do click the button and subscribe, because I'd love to talk to you again. And you have a fantastic day, and as always, may the light in me shine in the light in you. Enjoy your day. Bye.